Step 5 says in the beginning, give consistent reinforcement for each and every positive behavior, and then over time slowly increase the difficulty level and slowly increase the variable ratio of the reinforcement as you go. And the way I explain this to families is really quickly, is just like, there's this horrible old saying, like, if you throw a frog into a boiling pot, he'll jump out. If you want to boil a frog, you have to throw him into a lukewarm pot and then slowly turn the heat up over time. Now, why are we boiling frogs?
Visual.
I've never heard that saying. I don't think you should use that example anymore.
Why are we boiling frogs? I have no idea. I think they used to use them for frog legs or something in the South. But the truth, apparently it's a true statement that, and if it makes sense, if you throw a frog into a boiling pot of water, he's going to jump out. Why wouldn't he?
Yeah.
If you throw a frog, but the thing about a frog is if you throw him into a lukewarm pot, he'll stay there comfortably and happily. And the idea is if you turn the temperature up slowly over time, the child doesn't notice the differences, but they just continue to enjoy what they're doing and continues to be a part of it and don't have any reason to leave. We want that same kind of an idea in our teaching setting. So we start with the simplest of instructions. Give me a high five. Oh, wait a second. Good job waiting. Here you go. Touch your nose, clap your hands. Anything that we think the child could do without thinking, without any problem. Not a learning goal, but just a willingness to cooperate. We start with really simple instructions, things that the child would be likely to want to do.
Mm-hmm. The important thing is the things that we know the child can do. I think that's important to mention.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Start with things that they can do. And then if they're choosing not to, it's about some form of control or instructional control, a lack of instructional control. And then we start to teach the child through experience that cooperation with simple things always leads to better things. It always leads you to better outcomes. Life is better, more fun. Mom is more fun. Mom gives me more things. We engage in more activities when we just touch our nose, when we just do this. And then over time, step 5 says you start to increase the variable ratio of reinforcement. So once the child is engaged and wanting to work with you and seeing, oh, this is easy, I don't mind doing this, then you slowly start to sneak in a second instruction, easy instruction. Or maybe you try to get 2 or 3 things in before you give that reinforcement. And you thin out the ratio of the reinforcement. And then ultimately you start to increase the difficulty level of what you're asking. And you build a teaching setting towards being able to use your actual learning goals, whatever they may be for that child. That's what step 5 does. And so, yeah, you start with the simplest possible things and you build from success. Once I have a successful back and forth relationship where the child likes interacting with me and I'm getting them to cooperate, but also seeing the benefit of that cooperation and I'm making their life better because of it, then I can slowly over time increase the difficulty level of what I'm asking or the amount of what I'm asking. But I have to regiment that over time.
You've been watching Autism Knows No Borders. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel. Also, we'd love to hear from you, so let us know what you think in the comments section. Click here to watch this interview in its entirety. You can also find us on your favorite podcast app. Tune in each week for engaging conversations of how people across the globe are inspiring change and building community. Thanks for watching. Take care.